Welcome back to some more Ale Association quests. This is part 4 of the Ale Association series, and I have some bad news. Unfortunately, all the quests that are left to do are with this guy, but some of them will take me to regions that I have not ventured to just yet. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to upload all of these episodes in the future. So obviously you're watching this from the future once I'm able to actually do all of the quests. But for now I'm going to do the ones that I can do. There's quite a few of them. And let's begin with all but the good cider.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
I've received a different sort of orders from J.R.R, the head of this here society. He hates the in-league so much that he has assigned me a rather different task than my in-league neighbor there. Shh, he mustn't hear us. Foxglove Grub has tasted all the beers and wines for the in-league, but she has apparently forgotten ciders. She wishes very much to taste the stars of the old cider from the Prancing Pony, but I believe we will surprise her with something very different. Go to the Forsaken Inn and ask Anlaf the Forlorn for some of his own despicable Forsaken cider. It is the foulest stuff in all the world, except for swill or perhaps Forsaken ale. Foxglove Grub will be so disappointed. Let's pick up this one, Never Further From Home.
Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous
And the first
time.
paragraph is pretty much the same for all these quests, so I'm going to skip over that. Wesley Hopwood at Thornley's worksite has been heard going on and on about how he needs to try Lemuel's Vintage to complete the in-league's challenge, but he will never complete the challenge. Eisenwine should stump him. You should purchase some Eisenwine from the Prancing Pony, disguise it as Lemuel's Vintage, and deliver it to him as such. He'll be none the wiser and will think that the in-league has made an error, not him. Next up, I can try one drink too few.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
One of our own dwarves, Alrek, is a traitor, and he loves the in-league more than his own kind. The shameless fellow is at Thrassy's lodge, waiting for a delivery of Forsaken Ale, with which he'll be completing the in-league challenge. I know what will throw him through a loop. He should be drinking only the best when expecting the worst, and that is Barlaman's best, of course. You should go to the Prancing Pony at once and collect Alrek's desired drink. Alright. And then I can try quite a tickle.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
A little hobbit named Wald Mugwort went on a wild adventure in pursuit of some in-league exposure and has landed himself into a spot of trouble. He desires Thistlebelly Brew, a taste of home, in order to work up the courage to get himself out there. Instead, we will deliver him a plain ordinary beer. Just a beer, nothing more. And what is worse, it will be from Thorin's Hall. It will be the dwarves that motivate him with their superior brewing skills, not little rascal hobbits. Let's try Bomber's Breath.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Mully at Authorcar seems to be stuck away from home without his favorite beer. I am not too upset with Mully. At least he is a sensible dwarf and craves a dwarf beer. But he should be in the Ale Association, not the in-league. So we will give him a pathetic hobbit ale instead of a delicious dwarf lager. You tell him that J.R.R sent it, but that J.R.R will block all Bomber's beer lager traffic until Mully sees some sense and joins the proper society, the Ale Association. And then we're going to try a different reminder of Rivendell.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
There is an elf lady by the name of Landasil who tarries about in the ruins of Ahelion, very near to Thorin's Hall, my home. She wishes to taste of Rivendell's own white wine called Dorwinian White, but we shall all have a laugh at her expense when we deliver her the red version instead. Nonsensical as it may seem, it is all worth it in J.R.'s eye. Red wine instead of white. Landasil will be so perplexed, and we shall all have a laugh upon your return. And then finally, I can try a convoluted wine.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
It seems an elf from Ecod Candleth has joined the in-league. Not that I expect better of an elf, but apparently she enjoyed her time with the hobbits so much that she pines for Brandywine to remind her of their company. Instead, she'll be getting some old Wynyard from the Bird and Baby. Let's see if her memory is stirred by a foreign flavor. Then we shall see how loyal she really is. So all of these are timed. They only have 1 hour. but I should be able to do it. Let me get some beer here.
What do you need?
Small beer, is that all? Are you sure you don't want anything more exciting? Well, if you insist, here you go. So I do have plenty of travel skills from being a warden that will allow me to kind of travel in an efficient manner in order to tackle all of these quests within the hour time limit. So we're going to begin in the Lowlands. And actually, my first one is all the way down in the swamp. I'm going to turn in the regular dwarf ale. So yeah, I apologize that you're having to watch this in the future, but I think the best option at this point is to not upload these episodes until I am able to venture into some of the other regions for the 4 other quests that remain. That way I can upload all of the Ale Association videos together, as opposed to uploading 4 now and then waiting like a year until the next festival to upload the 5th and final part, which will be the next episode, of course. And there he is. Alright, sir.
Is there something I can do for you?
Thank you. I will drink it now. Wild Mugwort drinks deep of the small beer. I feel braver already. This is the best tasting beer I've ever had, and I have had almost every beer west of the Lowlands. Alright, perfect. Next up, let's actually travel back to Oscaruth. That way I can take a pony to the Forsaken Inn and pick up the next beer that I'm going to be needing. I think the pony's out here, right? Yeah. Down here. And let me take a pony to the Forsaken Inn. And of course, this is going to unlock a deed for all of these Ale Association quests. And again, unfortunately, about 4 of these are going to have to be left for the future. Alright, let's pick up this brew here. Not even worth getting on my horse. Too close to the door. Right, and here is my good friend. Anlaf the Forlorn.
Oh, woe be me.
You actually want to try the Forsaken Cider? Are you certain? A seasoned traveler like yourself cannot be accustomed to such drinks, is all. I would be surprised indeed if you warmed up to it. Alright, so next up, I'm going to head to the Shire to pick up a few more brews. Specifically, Mickle Delving, I'm going to go pick up the Old Wynyard at the Bird and Baby Inn. These loading screens, though, man. Too long. Oh no, I did the, I ported to the wrong place. Dang it. I clicked the wrong thing.
What can I do for you?
Sorry about that. Let me quickly go to Mickle Delving, though. The little icon for Bree and the Shire kind of mix me up sometimes. Alright, it's good enough though. So let's go to the bird and baby. Where is it? I'm disoriented. Should be over here. This way. Alright. Old vineyard, is it? Fine wine from a good year. You'll not be disappointed in this, my good hobbits. Alright. And then next up, I'm going to pick up another one in Hobbiton. So let me get a pony over there.
Good day.
Alright, here we are. And what did I get here? Got some new mail. Thornfellow. For a bit later. I don't know who Thornfellow is. Huh. I'll have to figure out who that is and thank him in a little bit. Let's go in here. Huh, where is this ale? I thought for sure it was here in Hobbiton. Bomber's Breath should be... Oh, it's at the Green Dragon. Wrong inn. Sorry about that, guys. We're at the Ivy Bush. So we need to be going to Bywater. Alright.
Wow, the goal of some
Dragon's
folks.
Breath Ale is a fine choice. Best ale in all the Shire if I say so myself, and I do say so. Are you sure you don't want to order a second pint in advance? I guarantee you will be asking for more the moment you drink the last drop. Alright. So next up, I'm actually going to Brockenborings. So let me see if I can get a pony up there. It'll be a little bit better.
Good day.
And let me... Oh, I don't have my mail thing anymore. Because I exited out of it. I wanted to see who it was from. That way I could thank that person. Maybe it was someone in my kin? I think it was this Thornfellow guy, if I'm not mistaken. So let me send him a tell and thank him. Alright. And I think it's this lady here.
Good day.
Is that the cider? It smells rather strange even from here, but I will try it. I am the Inn League's most dedicated member. Foxglove Grub takes a sip of the Forsaken cider and immediately makes a face. Disgusting, foulest stuff I have ever tried, except perhaps the swill I had at the Forsaken Inn. You take this back to Barliman Butterbur straight away and tell him he is rubbish at making cider. I will have his drinks banned from the Inn League. Oh my gosh. Poor Barliman Butterbur. Alright, so next up I need to go actually to the Prancing Pony. in order to pick up a couple of brews from there. So I can't go to Bree, because I teleported to the wrong place. But we'll do this, and then we'll take a swift pony.
Hello
Alright, let's
there.
take that swift pony to Bree. Let me see what this guy ended up saying. Just says you're welcome. I wonder if he'll ever watch this. Maybe. Alright, off to the Prancing Pony. There's actually 2 ales that I can pick up there. Or 2 drinks.
How can I be of service?
You would like some Eisenwine? That is well, for I have a great deal of Eisenwine in the house at the moment. It has been a slow year. I find that Eisenwine sells best during the autumn, but I have not the slightest idea why. Wine is a good drink for the hearth when the weather starts to turn cool. Perhaps that is the reason. What was it you wanted again? Things are so busy. One thing just drives out another. Then let me pick up another one.
How can I be of service?
You're here for the best of the best, are you? This is named after me because the pony is the best of the best as well, and I warrant you'll never find a better inn. Where did that knob get to this time? You must pardon me. I'm always so busy, you see. No rest for the weary. I have a business to run. Alright, so actually we have to go to Thornley's worksite here in Bree. And I believe that is to the north.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
You have it, I cannot believe it. Give that here and I will drink it up, and then I'll complete the challenge and earn my reward. Wesley Hopwood drinks from the Eisenwine, but then pauses with a rather confused expression on his face. How odd, normally I'd have my title by now. I wonder what's holding it up. Perhaps some sort of clerical error? I should get my title. I'll have words with those hobbits. Do I have to wait for another festival to come around before I get the title I earned? This is not fair. Okay. So next up, I need to head to Othrakar. So I'm going to muster an Estelden. That is a warden skill. And then I'll take a pony to Othrakar.
What can I do for you?
Alright, let's see where this guy's at. Looks like he's right here.
What do you want?
J.R.R sent what now? Dragon's Breath Ale? And he will not send me my dear Bomber's Beard Lager until I abandon the Inn League and join up with the Ale Association? That is terribly mean indeed. I have spent over 2 years now working up my reputation with the Inn League, and it is slow going, let me tell you, but I would do anything for some Bomber's Beard Lager. You tell J.R.R that I will think about it, but I do not like this at all. Alright, next up I need to head to Rivendell. Thankfully I have a skill for that as well. Need to pick up another brew from the House of Elrond. Alright. Back here once more, of course. Wonder where in the last homely house this is going to be, because it's quite big in there. Hope I don't get too lost. Let's see. Maybe here? Actually, looks like it's upstairs. Right in here, maybe? Nope. It's gonna be upstairs again. Well, I think the quest ring might actually be pointing me to some quests that Elrond still has for me. Yeah, see, that's the book 6 forward. So that's not what I'm looking for. See, this is what I feared. I thought I would get lost in here. You know what? It might be in the Hall of Fire, because that's a little bit of a festive area. Yeah, looks like it. Should have tried here first. I don't know why I didn't think of it. You seek Dorwinian red? You are wise to do so. It is fine wine indeed. Subtle, complex, rather like me, actually. Alright. So next up, I need to go to Eke Candleth, and I can take a pony here from Rivendell. And it should be pretty quick, I think. Alright, let's see who I'm going to deliver this to. Looks like it's probably on the upper levels here. And there's the customer. Let me try that wine. Sir Thuliel takes a sip and smiles, closing her eyes slowly. Yes, this wine is unmistakable. Is it not bewildering how the sense of taste or smell can bring things back as powerfully as if you were there again? Please leave me be for now. I will walk a while with the hobbits once more. I thank you most kindly for the brandy wine. Alright. Perfect. Next up, I actually need to go to Thrasy's Lodge, I believe. So let me take a pony back to Rivendell and then take a swift travel to Ered Luin. Alright, let's see. Where can we travel to? Maybe Breeland. Let's just do South Bree. That's about as good as we're gonna get. And then we'll ride from town to town until we get to Ered Luin. Hopefully Duiland. That's where I'm trying to get to. That way I can go to Thrasy's Lodge.
How can I be of service?
And yeah, I don't think I can go to... Yeah, I can't go anywhere from here, so we'll go to Westbury, and then from Westbury to Duiland. And that should work.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Alright. Didn't think you'd ever be back here, did you?
Woe betide me.
Is that the Forsaken Ale? Give me that here, friend. I wish to complete the challenge straight away, but I cannot bring myself to drink it. I have heard such terrible rumors. Thank you for bringing it. I may have changed my mind, though. I shall ponder it for a while. Alright. And now I need to go over towards Thorin's Gate. And I don't think I necessarily have anything. I guess I could go to Rivendell, go to their stables, and swift travel to Thorin's Hall, but I think I'll just take a pony from here
Greetings, traveler.
to Gondamon and all the way over up to Thorin's Gate.
Greetings, traveler.
Alright, let me get off my horse here and manually go to the final destination. Should be all the way up here. The refuge of Edhelion. It's a little bit of an elf encampment here. I think I've taken you guys there before. All the way in Season 2. I think I remember showing this off. In fact, this may be a deed location for one of the exploration deeds in Erluin. I can't remember. I know this is where the tutorial takes place for the elves. I know I just said elves instead of elves. It was a mistake, I know. Alright. Looks like there is one lone elf here. Wow, it's kind of depressing. All by herself. She definitely needs the wine. I see that you have come from Rivendell at last, and you have brought me my lovely wine I long to taste. I shall sip it now. Landasil looks at the wine, nonplussed. I wonder at Sogadin. I remember thinking more highly of his skill as a vintner. This white wine has more than a little blush, I'm afraid. Why, it is quite red to me. Even the taste is heavy. I do not think I will crave this wine again. It is not as I remember it. Alright. And that completes all of the Ale Association quests that I can do for now. So when the next festival rolls around, I'm going to finish up all of the Ale Association quests, get kindred with them, show you all the cool things that getting kindred unlocks. And that'll be that. So that's going to be in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.